Hey guys, and welcome to the RV Trash Talk podcast, where we dish on all things RV, full-time traveling, and RV maintenance. I'm Danny, one of the co-hosts of this crazy experiment. My wife Melissa and I, along with our great friends Rob and Trish and Jim and Amy, thought up this crazy idea sitting around a campfire drinking whiskey in Athens, Texas.
Hi everybody, welcome back to RV Trash Talk, where the campground is hotter than a you-know-what today. And we're going to get right down to it, because if not, I think we're all going to melt away. The lowest temperature between all of us is maybe 100 degrees. I don't know. But it's hot, and we got a hot show for you today. So let's get to it. Today, we have special guests. We have Dwayne and Elisa from Where's the Blairs. And we're going to talk to them today, get to know them a little bit, and hear about their story. They're full-time RVers, and they love side-by-side riding. So we're going to dive right in and see where everybody's at, and what's in the glass, and what we've been up to. So who should we start with? Rob and Trish?
All right.
Start with you.
We just got to, I don't even know where the hell we are.
I'm laughing. I'm like,
I never know where we are.
I know.
That's pretty standard with you, Rob.
Yeah,
Crescent Bar, Washington. We were in
There you
Leavenworth, and we just came over here to Crescent Bar a couple days ago. So we're right on the Columbia River, and it is absolutely gorgeous. And
it's hot.
It is warm compared to where we were, for sure. And last week we got to meet up with Jim and Amy and meet Dwayne and Elisa, which was great.
Definitely.
And we're here for, I think, another week before we head out. So I've got my 1921 cream tequila.
Hell yeah. I've got a Rainier beer, which, you know, for the state of Washington, hey, this is what we're going with. So, cheers, cheers, cheers.
Yeah.
All right, that sounds awesome. Danny and Melissa, where are you guys at?
We are still in Texas, still at our friend's house, still hanging out, having some fun. But I don't want to hear anybody complaining about the temperature, because Danny, when he was outside today, what did you say it felt like?
It was 118
Yeah,
heat
118.
index.
So none of you guys can complain as much as
Nope.
us.
Now you win.
This is, just like how we always are. We're in the wrong place at the wrong time all the time. But I am drinking boxed wine because, that's what I do. And Danny, what do you got?
I got Whistle Pig whiskey.
Whistle Pig. Nice.
Yeah, baby.
So Danny and Melissa have complaining rights. Instead of bragging rights, they've got complaining rights for the temperature.
Oh
Yes.
my God, yeah.
All right,
boy.
That's
we'll give them a little melting trophy for
Yeah.
the hottest temperature.
yeah, exactly. Nice.
All right, Dwayne and Elisa, where are you guys at?
Well, we're in Kashmir, Washington. We've just been touring around this area since our truck broke down here a month ago. So apparently we were meant to spend a whole lot more time with you guys than we planned.
We've loved it. So
Yes, we've had a great time getting to know them. Your one night stopover has turned into a month long of stress and repairs.
Well, you guys have really helped us make the best out of it. We've had some adventures with you guys, and that's been great. And hey, we're safe, and I actually think our Riverstone looks really good on that blue Chevy of yours.
There you go.
So,
Very
All
nice.
right, what are you drinking, Elisa?
I am drinking Moscato and a Moscato d'Asti.
Yes.
So it's sparkly and fun and yummy.
Dwayne, what about you?
I am drinking Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Nice.
Yum.
Awesome.
where are we at?
Well, we are also in Kashmir. We're actually in the Blairs. We came over here to record with them. But we are really still in Wenatchee, still camp hosting, still doing all that same thing. But we're down to our last
5 days
5
left.
days. So maybe when we record next time, we'll be somewhere not in Washington. The Blairs will still be in Washington because they're still waiting on their truck. Zimmer's out of Washington.
Yep. What's in your glass?
I, like Elisa, have Moscato, d'Asti, bubbly, fun, pretty.
Nice.
What about you?
I'm supporting the Rainier.
Hell yeah.
Have a
Rainier
nice
beer.
cold beer.
All right, family.
All right.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. Hey, one thing quick. And I didn't see it in the outline anywhere, but these guys won the liquefied package that we gave away.
Yes, we did. We
Yeah,
enjoy the
that-
liquefied.
That's awesome. All right. So this one
Yeah.
is sponsored by Liquefied. Link below.
Fantastic.
Perfect.
They gave us a lot of product on that.
Use code RV Trash Talk for 20% off your order.
There you go. Right there.
All right.
All right.
All right, so we're going to just get right down to it. We want you guys first to tell us a little bit about yourselves, give us your background, whatever you'd like to share, whatever you would like the listeners to know about you. Have at it.
Okay, well, Dwayne's a retired veteran. I am a almost retired nurse. I'm still kind of doing that remotely. Not very good though. It's more of a hassle when we're traveling, I guess. But yeah, we got married over 21 years ago, and we've got 7 kids between us, plus 2 kids along the way that kind of joined our family. They were raised by single parents, so we folded them in with ours, and so that means 16 grandkids. And we decided that it was time to just travel and see the country and not wait, because everybody waits. And as a nurse, I've watched too many people wait and then they can't do it. And Dwayne went through a lot of health issues over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
So,
Dwayne, anything you'd like to add?
No, when we first started dating, this was one of the things that we were talking about doing when we got to the age to retire.
Nice.
Now, I don't want to jump ahead too much, but tell us what you guys live in.
we live in a 45-foot Forest River Riverstone
Legacy.
Riverstone Legacy. It's the 4513 DST.
Okay.
So it's a toy hauler.
Okay. And we'll get into more why it's a toy hauler here in a little bit.
All right. Melissa, you got a question?
I just so happen to have a question.
Oh, I
Yes.
knew you would.
You kind of touched on this a little bit, so if there's something else that you guys want to say or more to add, but what made the decision for you guys to sell everything and go full-time?
So we wanted to just go ahead and do this while we can. We didn't want health to become the reason why our dream did not come to fruition. And after me losing my dad in 2019, and Dwayne's mom passed away at our home after a long illness back in 2021. And there should have been more time to do things. And then when Dwayne started having all kinds of heart issues, and that took him out of some of the activities that we were doing and some of the work he was doing, we thought, you know what? Let's go do this now. Not everything has to be perfect. And so we sold most of our stuff. We still have our house and we rent it out. But we're just out here ready to experience this life.
Nice.
And you've only just started full-time RVing.
Right. We started in March 4th. We've been doing it now for 5 months.
Almost
5 months. And we've been in the shop for 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Our truck was in the shop in Grand Junction for a whole month, and now Friday will be a month here. So, yeah.
It's crazy.
Gosh.
Bananas.
I'm sorry. I hope you guys get it fixed soon.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So, well, they told us that you have an update on the truck. You want to
Yes.
share what the update is? Because they wouldn't even tell us when we came in. They're making us wait.
So we've had several different dates that the parts were supposed to be here. And so finally today we got confirmation that the parts have been shipped. And there's a tracking number finally. And so the parts are supposed to be here on Friday.
oh boy.
The repair takes 2 days. So we're hoping that we get back on the road on Wednesday. So I guess we will be here longer than you guys.
I was going to
that
say,
sounds
because
like
we're on track to leave on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Wow.
What kind of truck is it again?
It's a
What kind of truck is it again?
2025 Ram 3500 dually. And it
That's
has
a Dodge, right?
just over 20,000 miles on it at this point.
Yeah, that's a Dodge, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks for rubbing
Makes
that
sense.
Yeah. All good. Yeah,
I can punch them for you.
Kind of makes sense. All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
Boys in their truck.
Yeah, right. So, well, I'm sorry to hear that you're still delayed, but at least you have a tracking number now. That's amazing. Because when we saw you last week, you didn't have that yet. So, all right. So, I just a quick question for you guys. Although that you guys said it was a joint decision to go on the road, and for great reasons, was one of you harder to convince than the other, or was it you both just ready to do it?
No, when like I said, when we first got together, we talked about it 21 years ago. And then, as Lisa was saying, I had heart issues caused by the military. So they helped. I got a little rating, and we decided it was time. She works for veterans, and she's seen veterans that always told her she wanted to do this by fifth wheel, by Super C, but never got to because they waited too long. So we decided that we weren't going to wait. My wife's got one leg. We weren't going to wait till she's 70 to try to make stairs.
Oh, I love it.
Awesome.
Love it. You guys are awesome.
Very cool. So let me ask you guys a question about you. It's funny, you guys are in a spot where you're stuck somewhere for a while now because of the fact that your truck is broken down. Normally it's the other way around. Normally somebody's RV is jacked up. So you guys have a nice, it sounds like pretty much a brand new Riverstone. How many other RVs have you gone through? And what was your first RV that you guys got?
So about 10 or 11 years ago,
2015, we bought a.
Yeah.
What was it?
That was a Forest.
Jayco.
No, it was a Jayco. Yeah, it was a Jayco toy hauler, and we traveled in that like 2 or 3 times. Spent a total less than 5 nights in it, mostly because of Dwayne's work schedule, and it wasn't comfortable. So we thought we didn't like doing this, so we sold that. We bought a C-Class RV a few years ago, purely for a business to rent it out. That didn't turn out to be very profitable. And we stayed in it a couple times, and we were like, yeah, if we ever do this, we need something bigger than, what was it, like a 24-foot
24
C-Class?
foot. Well, what we had, both places had the bed, like, where you were wrapped around, you had to crawl in, and we kept hitting the walls. This one, we have our bedroom is so big that we can walk down between each side of the bed.
Nice.
Yeah, when we decided to full-time, we knew that, first of all, like, I'm too old and prissy to rough it if we're going to be full-timing. So I needed some creature comforts, and so we knew we were looking at a certain level of creature comforts.
Heck yeah.
And then this Riverstone was a 2024, brand new, on the lot in 2025, and so we got a good deal on it. It wasn't even on our radar because we didn't know that they had toy haulers, which they don't anymore. But so we stepped up into something that was geared for full-time living.
Nice.
I'm glad we did.
Nice. It's a nice rig.
Cool. See?
Thank you.
And so it's like a couple toy haulers. So you guys have toys to haul, I'm assuming.
Yes, we've got a Can-Am side-by-side, and we do as much riding as we can.
That's awesome. Very
Awesome.
cool.
Sweet.
All
Well,
right.
hey, thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining the show with us. We appreciate it, and we're glad that you guys
thank
support
you.
us. And Dwayne, thank you for your service, man. We appreciate it. Another brother in arms. So you made a lot of sacrifices for your country, and now you're reaping the benefits. So thank you. I appreciate that, man.
Well, thank you. It was a pleasure. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, well, that's great. I guess you had a better experience than some of us, but no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So, what, as new RVers, what's the biggest mistake that you guys have ever made?
Yours.
Okay, so probably our night in Wichita Falls, Texas. This was probably our 3rd night on the road. We had left home and we were heading to Texas, and the plan was, we were spending a few weeks getting to Galveston for the RV deployment. And the first night was a short drive. That was great. Met up with friends and had dinner and stuff. Slept in the Walmart parking lot. The next night, we found a great full hookup RV spot. And we got there and we unhooked and set up. And the next day, we were out of there before checkout time. We were like, winning. And so then the next day, we're going. And we were thinking about the Harvest Host thing. But then they all seemed to be off of our route a little bit. And I got to stay on my route. So I said, well, I'm sure there's a Walmart in Wichita Falls. We can just do a Walmart night. And we got to that Walmart after dark. First mistake. Pulled in there. There was a sketchy looking person just sitting in his car that I was like, okay, maybe whatever. So we went to the other side of the parking lot. We walked into Walmart. Everything seemed sketchy. Everybody seemed sketchy. The police were patrolling the Walmart parking lot. And so we decided that we needed to not spend the night in that Walmart. But it was after dark. And then we couldn't find another place. And we had trouble weaving through a Lowe's parking lot.
Yeah, Lowe's parking lot.
And then couldn't find any place to park. Finally, we found a place and parked. We were level, surprisingly, and we just went to sleep, or tried to.
Weather. It was like pouring rain, so we're like fine. And then we got 50-mile-an-hour winds, and it literally thought we were going to get tipped over.
Oh my goodness.
And she's like, we're going to die!
I was like, this is how it all ends for us. And so that led us to say, wait, all these YouTubers, they say like 3, 3, and 3 or 5, 5, and 5. And we're like, yes, we're going to either know where we're going or we'll figure it out to where we are somewhere by 3 or 5 o'clock. And we're not doing the sketchy stuff anymore.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're not going to wing it to that level.
See, and you've done something that we've never done. We've never stayed in a Walmart parking lot or even tried to.
Oh,
so,
really?
We've never tried that. So I'll try a harvest. I'll go to a Harvest Host before I do that. So
live a little.
Yeah, no way. Yeah, or not at that one anyway.
You know what it reminded me of when Clark in National Lampoon's Vacation, he goes down, he gets off that wrong exit and goes into St. Louis.
Yeah.
And they steal all of his hubcaps off the side of the car. That's you might have woken up and everything could have been gone.
I think that's what would have happened if we would have stayed there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know that you guys did a lot of research, watched a lot of YouTubers that are doing the full-time lifestyle as you prepared for your journey living on the road in your RV. What is one thing that you wish somebody would have told you about, if there is anything?
I don't know. I mean, maybe.
We watched so many videos of all you guys telling us what to do.
Yeah, I think we were really well educated because of all the different YouTube channels. And I mean, we've got quite the list of subscriptions. And we were watching with the intent of what can we learn? What do we need to know? I mean, of course, it cost us a lot of money because, we got the water filtration and we got so many things. But we wouldn't have known. Oh, what's that?
Keep your tools inside your camper.
Oh, yeah. Well, that and maybe don't buy a Ram.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I wasn't going to go
love
there.
it. I'm so glad you said that. That's awesome.
Quote of the episode.
Yep.
There you go.
Don't buy a Ram. Well, at least he didn't say Chevy.
He wants a Chevy.
We are Chevy people. That's all we've ever had.
They're Ford people.
Both of them.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
100%.
Fords are good because they at least circle what the issue is.
Yes, absolutely. And it's a 4-letter word.
Yeah.
That's what no.
All right, watch it, huh? Watch it.
We all love you, no matter what you drive.
I mean,
All right.
we're the ones sitting here without a way to get anywhere. So.
That's not true. They have their own car.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to get to know Elise a little bit better. As Dwayne made a comment before, Elisa is missing. No, I say missing her leg. Do you say missing?
Well,
But do you miss it?
I mean, I don't think I really miss it because I get really good parking.
She does, and I'm going to attest to that. We went to Leavenworth. We got the VIP handicap parking, so that was really good.
Yeah.
So Elisa does full-time RVing with only one leg, and you usually use crutches,
right,
to get around. You don't have a prosthetic.
Right.
You do a wheelchair, little bit.
So, well, I
Never had.
I picked up the wheelchair for the traveling so that I would not have to say no if the walking was going to be too much. So
I've seen Elisa. She goes down her steps of her RV like a champ with those crutches. Boom, boom, boom. She's done. She's out of there. So, Melissa, I'm going to just have you ask your question.
All right, Elise. So, you lost your leg to cancer when you were 8 years old. How has that How has that experience shaped who you are today?
so I was actually 9.
Sorry.
That's fine. So I had hurt my leg when I was out sledding, and it just never got better. I had a bruise. The bruise went away. It kept hurting. Eventually, I went to the doctor, and they still couldn't figure it out, and through a whole series of trying to figure it out, then they finally figured out it was bone cancer, and they gave me 6 months to live. And then they said with amputation and chemotherapy, I might make it 6 to 8 months. And so I had amputation, obviously, clear at the hip. And then I had 18 months of high-dose chemo. And then when I survived that, they said I'd never be able to have kids. And 3 of our kids are mine by birth. So I guess they were wrong a little bit. But yeah, I mean, it just, I don't know. To me, it's just part of my life, and you just overcome, like I've had plenty of people say, oh, I would never be able to deal with that. No, you deal with what you are dealt. And, God was bigger than cancer. So I'm here for a reason, and I plan to try and fulfill that to the best of my ability.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Wow.
I mean,
That's amazing.
do you have something to say, Dwayne?
Well, she had to look at whatever task is to be done, and then she had to figure it out for her, how to stand, to lift, so her body mechanism is totally different than what we do as a two-legged person.
Yeah, that really came into play. With physical therapy, I had a big lesson with that after the amputation. A physical therapist took my crutches and put them at the other end of the therapy gym and said, go get your crutches. And I asked how, and she said, well, I have 2 legs. I'm going to walk over there, and you're going to have to figure it out how you're getting over there. And so I figured it out. yeah. So, but that was truly the best life lesson. I ended up choosing a couple of careers that are traditionally 2-legged careers. I was a hairstylist for a while, and then a nurse. And I was asked in both of those situations how I was going to do that with one leg. But yeah, like Dwayne said, I'll watch you 2-legged people how you do something, and then I figured out how I do it.
Adapt and overcome.
Exactly.
Absolutely awesome.
I love your attitude, Elisa. That is amazing, and
Thank you.
I mean, honestly, what else are you going to do? I mean, you have to adapt. You do have to overcome, and the better your attitude is with it, just the more enjoyable everything's going to be.
Exactly.
So when you decided to RV full time, did you have any concerns about accessibility? Were there any special things you looked for when getting a rig or to help out?
Well, I was nervous about the stairs getting in and out of a fifth wheel, and then steps going up to the bedroom. So steps have been an issue for me, mostly as I age and weight has become more of a disabling factor, piled onto the one leg. So yeah, we lived in the trailer for a couple weeks before we got out on the road. So one weekend, I went into my orthopedist office and I said, I need an injection, and I need it now because we're getting on the road. And so that coupled with making some changes to my diet and starting to lose weight has really helped. So I won't say that it's comfortable, but most people of a certain age don't really like the stairs anyway. So
Right. Yeah. All right. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, that's great. So, I mean, you definitely touched on probably a couple of these things, but what challenges come with RV life that most people never even think about?
You can't outrun your husband.
well, that's in general. Yeah, I can never outrun you, but I think that one of the things, and I really kind of had to swallow my pride on this, is that being in this lifestyle, I want to go experience things and see things. And many of the YouTube videos that we watched, you know, I'll take a look at that and I'll realize, oh, well, that museum doesn't look like it has a whole lot of places to sit, or that's a really long walk from the parking lot into Mount Rushmore, you know, and I pick up on certain things like that. And so I swallowed my pride and I asked my doctor to write me a prescription for a motorized scooter. And I've also had a lot of shoulder injuries and whatnot that make it so that walking on the crutches is hard on all of my body parts, right? So anyway, I went ahead and said, you know, I don't want Dwayne to not see or do something because I'm having a day where I don't feel like I can walk as far. And I don't want to miss something. I don't want to miss an experience. I don't want to miss time with my husband experiencing these things, or with our grandkids when we get with them. So yeah, I had to swallow my pride and get a motorized wheelchair to use for those days when I want to see something and I don't feel like my body's going to cooperate.
Well, I'm going to say you should have gotten it out the other day when we all went wine tasting and we were a little tipsy. We could have maybe hit up one more if we were in your...
You're right.
We could have shared and been tipsy together in your wheelchair.
I would have been doing loop-de-loops in that wheelchair after all that wine.
Little burnouts in the parking lot.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
The wheelchair does have wheelie bars, by the way.
See? Perfect.
Yeah.
And you know what's awesome is that we met the other day, and I love the fact that you're not afraid of anything. You just joke about it, and that's probably the same attitude I think I would take if I was in the same position. But has traveling changed how you view yourself or view? And I don't want to call it. Do you call it a disability? How do you reference that? Because I don't think it's a disability for you.
I call it a disability if I'm trying to get to the front of a line at a concert or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, here's my card. You know, but no, this is just who I am, and I've got one leg, and I'll take the free VIP parking and whatnot. But throughout life, I just haven't let it change what I want to do or where I want to go. Anyway,
right.
I mean, as a kid, I did everything everybody else did, and water skied and snow skied, and they wouldn't let me back on the soccer team after I lost my leg. They were worried about my crutches and hitting other kids and whatnot. But yeah.
But she is in the Motley Crue video, "Home Sweet Home."
Yes.
We did find this out.
We did get to see that. Yes.
It's my claim to fame.
Yes.
One of the claims to fame, for sure.
Yep.
So,
celebrity on the podcast.
Right. So go watch Home Sweet Home and see if you can't see, not necessarily a Lisa, but maybe a crutch.
My crutch in the air.
So, and we've just actually recently met. In March when we went to the Galveston deployment.
Yeah.
And the first time I saw you guys, you were parking the rig trying to figure it out. And what I did not know at the time is that you were driving, Elisa.
Yeah.
And then I believe you also drove your side-by-side out of the garage to that day?
No, Dwayne drives it out of the garage because, he can maneuver inside that a whole lot easier than I can.
So me watching you just even pull this giant rig into your spot. Okay, it was a pull-through, but still, you had to get it centered into that spot. You had to not go too far up, too far back to where it would fit, and you still had your truck. So to me, that was already an inspiration. So where I'm going with that is, what kind of advice would you give somebody that has a disability that might be afraid of doing this lifestyle because of a disability? What kind of advice would you give them?
Oh my gosh, the worst thing that you can ever say about yourself with a disability is I can't. And so if you just don't even let that enter in, and like I said, just figure out, not I can't, but how can I?
Perfect. Yeah.
And, that's really what it's all about. And if you want to go out and live the life, then do that. Because before we started riding side by sides, we both felt like we were just existing through life. And if we hadn't decided to do this, we would literally just be sitting at home, doing the same thing every night, going on rides when there's a ride to be had, but we wouldn't be out here exploring and doing, and there's so much.
And spending a month in Wanaski.
Yeah. No, it's a month of quality time with Jim and Amy.
Yeah.
And we loved it, actually.
We have loved our
really
time
loved
with you guys, too. I'm so glad we met you in Galveston because, really, you guys are the only reason we even went through Washington.
Yeah.
So it's our fault that they're here and stuck in Washington.
There's certain states that we already had on our radar. I don't know, like states that are on a certain color pattern, and Washington didn't really fit into to that. But hey, you guys were here, and we wanted to come through on our way to Bozeman to see our kids, and I think I'm really glad that if we were going to break down, we broke down right where you guys are.
Right.
Yeah. Literally
You
in
guys
the
are
heart.
a blessing.
Very cool. Hey, actually, I have another question. Have you ever considered a prosthetic or anything? Because a lot of people, obviously, that's the first thing they would go to. Is that something that ever came? Have you ever tried it, or you just said no, screw this?
That's a great question, Rob.
That is a great question. So prosthetics are super expensive, and I have other things that I want to spend money on. But I did try one when I was a kid, and that was, 46 years ago when I lost my leg. So the Shriners used to buy my artificial legs for me, and that was fantastic. That was a huge blessing because, they were just out of the realm, and as you're growing, you need a new one for every stage. But I knew then that I didn't like it. But again, my amputation is clear up at the hip, so I don't have my hip joint. I don't have any femur at all. So the way it fits on me is, it's painful, it's uncomfortable, there's sores, and honestly, I move a lot faster on crutches. And I just don't like to go too slow.
That's cool. Awesome.
Fair enough.
Very cool.
Yeah, I haven't worn one since the Shriners stopped paying for them at the age of 18. So
yeah,
that's about when I stopped wearing it.
Well, I know you say she can't outrun you, but, she does move pretty quick on those crutches.
She does.
She
and
might.
she throws them accurately.
Yeah. So you better be careful.
I've got a long reach.
All right, so moving on.
Yes.
Dwayne, we're going to hope that you be good boy and don't cause Elisa to throw crutches at you. Okay, so we've talked a little bit, kind of let the listeners know that you have a hobby other than just RVing, that the reason for your toy hauler is because you have a side-by-side, and you guys love to side-by-side. So let's talk about that for a little bit. How'd you get into riding side-by-sides?
Well, that was because of my mom. My mom lived in Vermont. We lived in Colorado. She would fly out and visit us, and we'd be like, what do you want to do? She's like, let's go to Moab, because we live near Moab, and let's go ride a side-by-side. So we went and rented a side-by-side, and she was giggling the whole time. And then my mom went home, and we talked about it, and we said, well, we're gonna make sure and plus I hate her driving, she hates mine, so we had to buy two. So we went and rented it another time, And when we came back, that's when we decided that we were going to get off the couch and buy 2 side-by-sides. And then we had it planned, well, we're going to pay off this, we're going to pay off that. So I said, okay. So on her, no, it was Valentine's Day.
No, it's my leg anniversary.
Oh, your leg anniversary.
Yeah.
I came in and said, oh, I bought you a side-by-side and me one. So we bought 2 way before we were supposed to. But
Yeah.
I said, what the heck, we're going to do it.
Again, another one of those things. Why wait?
Absolutely.
Yep.
I love it. That is awesome. By the way, Rob's like, we need side by sides.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. You just killed our budget.
Well, and you guys spend a lot of time in Arizona, so it really would be fitting.
Yeah, it'd be perfect.
Yeah.
I've been wanting one for a while.
I know.
So.
Yeah, for sure. Now Rob's like, we need a
now
toy
we
hauler.
definitely need a toy hauler.
You just upped our whole budget.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. And now Dwayne has to deal with my driving
I
because...
was going to say, because you only have room for
Yeah,
one.
there's only room for one of those in here.
Well, we had 2, but we sold mine because hers was newer and had more goodies on it.
Love it.
So I got to ride blank.
Nice.
Yeah. You're the passenger princess.
You get to ride bitch. You can say it. It's okay.
Yeah, yeah, do you like that better? Passenger princess for riding bit.
Riding bit.
I love it.
Awesome. So where would you say, out of all the places you guys have gone, like, where are some of your favorite places to ride?
So far, because, I mean, we're planning on riding everywhere in the country, but our all-time favorite, I would say, I don't know, do you agree? The Alpine Loop.
Alpine Loop.
Which is where?
That's in Colorado.
Okay.
It's in the San Juan Mountains.
Mm.
The best place to stay there is Lake City because they're very side-by-side and UTV friendly. But then you ride in the mountains between Lake City, Silverton, who is not side-by-side friendly, and Ouray, who's also not side-by-side friendly. But those mountains in there, there's so many old mining towns. And so, like, some of them are really well kept to where you can go and see these old ghost towns. There's a ton of trails up there. But the main loop is called the Alpine Loop, and then there's offshoots. But it's beautiful.
Mm.
Yeah.
Nice.
So what spot are you currently looking forward to the most, say, in the next 3 to 6 months?
Well, you were supposed to be in South Dakota at Mount Rushmore before we broke down. So we were really looking forward to do.
So you had to. So you're now having to pivot.
Right.
So we're going to. I have to go see my dad.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting a little older, but his health. So we're going to go all the way to Vermont, Maine, and then on our way back, we might hit.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of places to ride everywhere, and I just look up places all over. But yeah, we were looking forward to riding in Montana, Idaho, and South Dakota.
Mm.
Those now will have to wait till next year, which is fine. We're learning that, we don't have to see everything our first twirl around the country, I guess.
Yep.
Yep, true.
But yeah, and we've got friends that ride out in Vermont, so maybe we'll do some riding there. And then in Tennessee, I think there's some good trails there.
Hey, what's the craziest thing you guys have seen in the desert?
Oh, I'd say in Mesquite, it was really cool. In April, we got to ride in Mesquite and Arizona. Well, Nevada, Arizona, and Utah. We did riding in all of those. But in Mesquite, it was a perfect time. It was in April. And there are so many different kinds of cactuses and different kinds of flowers on those cactuses. So we saw flowers of every color. But then there was cattle out there that were grazing in the desert south of Mesquite. But there was an old steam engine. And they were somehow using that steam engine to pipe water from one area of the desert to another to water the cattle. It was like, that was a random thing to see out there. Yeah.
That's cool.
That's kind of
That's awesome. There's a it's funny. We've been up and down the coast. We've been up and down the coast the last couple of months here, And on the beach especially, people are always getting stuck. There's a YouTube channel for Sons of Beaches, which is out in Seaside, and they show people basically pulling people out of the beach and that are getting stuck. Have you guys ever gotten stuck? Like, that would be one of my biggest fears. Have you guys ever gotten stuck, and do you have stuff on board to get yourself unstuck, basically?
So,
Never got stuck.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, so wait, I don't think you were with me.
Uh-oh.
So I went on a
know the
ride with
story.
a group, and there's an area of the Colorado River. It's in Rabbit Valley, which is kind of on the border of Utah and Colorado. And we always like to go down by the river on the rocks and just, hang out, have a fire and everything. But you have to go through all these like trees, and the river had flooded. Well, there was mud, and I got so stuck. And everybody had gone through, and then I got stuck. There was one guy still behind me, and so they were pulling me, pushing me. It was a disaster, and I couldn't get out because, have you tried to walk in mud with crutches?
Yeah, exactly.
So, I literally could not even get out of my machine, and everybody else had to work. But the kids were in, trying to get the toe strap, and they were, knee deep in mud trying to hook it up. It took a while, but it was...
Yeah, I was working.
Yeah,
I missed
sorry.
that.
Yeah.
But ask her about rollovers. Now, rollovers, you have to get somebody with a winch to bring you back around.
Yeah.
Oh, so did you have a rollover?
Honey, did you have a rollover?
Honey, did you?
Yeah, 2.
Yeah. Yeah. I tipped over in Darwin's Hole in Moab.
How fitting.
That was, it was very embarrassing. My now son-in-law had warned me about it, but I did not catch on to exactly where he meant. Dwayne tipped over in Havasu.
Yeah, I totaled my side-by-side.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang.
That stinks.
Oh, no, it was... Again, we're tight that it happens.
Oh,
When
There's
you
a
roll
story.
your machine, you have to stand by your machine and take a picture.
Yes.
So it's fun.
it's the rule.
So send us some of those pictures so we can include them in...
Okay.
So obviously you guys have just kind of gotten started, but I'm guessing you probably had a list or a bucket list of some places that you definitely wanted to go to. Have you got to do any of those? And what's still on that list for you?
Yeah, so we went and saw we've got a couple of kids in Oregon, and so we went to see them. And while we were heading there, we found out there was a side-by-side rally in Coos Bay, Oregon. And that place was on our bucket list of places to ride, but it wasn't on our list for this year. But we found out that rally was happening literally starting the day that we were planning on leaving the girls in Oregon. And so we got tickets, and we found a camp spot, luckily. And so we went there, and we were literally, it was a parking lot type campground in a state park. But there was the parking lot, a berm, and the ocean.
Oh, yeah.
So we got to ride the
Nice.
side-by-side on the beach, and that was amazing. And the dunes out there are
Amazing.
amazing. Yeah.
That's what I was wondering, is if that's where all the sand dunes are.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
That's cool.
it was intense. It's a very big rally. There's a lot of people, so it was a little intimidating. But I'm so glad we went.
Yeah, I probably would go during the rally. I mean, there were probably, I want to say, thousands of side-by-sides,
Wow.
and all you do is tear it out. This, you got to go fast. You cannot go slow in sand. So people were cutting people off. So if I go, I'd want to go with just a group of 3 or 4 in an off time, where you have more time to actually enjoy the sand dunes and stuff.
Yeah.
What is the number one campground that you guys are looking forward to visit? Full hookup, pools, all the good stuff.
Well, we have a reservation at Thousand Trails Moody Beach in Maine, and so we're really looking forward to that. I'm going to eat as much lobster as I can
Nice.
while we're there. So that campground we're looking forward to.
Yeah, it's not much side-by-siding, but we're going to meet up with
Yeah.
my dad,
Yeah,
and so we're going to eat as much lobsters and scallops that we can.
yeah.
Give me
Yeah.
some
And
scallops.
we've been to Maine before, but not since we started full-timing.
Yeah.
And we really like Maine, so that's good. But man, so many of you guys have talked about the Florida Keys. So yeah, that one is definitely
On our bucket list.
that didn't used to be on my bucket list, but man, you
It
guys
moved- it-
really light up when you talk
It
about
It's
it.
magical.
moved up for you, didn't it?
Yeah, yeah. So
Watching, I mean, one of the highlights when we were in the Keys was watching Danny paddleboard in his Ranger panties.
Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
You know, we always got to
Chum in the
bring
water.
up.
Pennies rule.
We always got to bring up your panties when we talk.
Thank you, Amy.
But what I want to know is, did Danny have his man bun when he wore his Ranger panties?
Yes.
Yep.
Then he had his man bun.
Sure
Oh,
did.
that's a look right there, I'm sure.
I have pictures.
Oh boy.
Yes, I am married to Danny for a reason.
Yes.
He loves them Ranger panties for sure.
So it wasn't the man bun?
Well, I was married to him 20 years ago when he did not have a man bun, but when he cut his man bun off, I have to say, I will put this on record, I was upset about it. So,
Really?
good.
Okay.
You know what? I agree. I liked you with the man bun, Danny.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll bring it back, baby.
All right. Do it.
I was not consulted when it happened. I have to say I was upset
Oh.
that day. But anyways, okay, so we kind of talked about this a little off camera before we started recording, but are you guys planning on starting a YouTube channel? Whenever anybody goes full-time RVing, it's like they feel like they have to, but are you guys have plans to do one?
So, yes and no. We thought it'd be fun to have a Facebook page called Where's the Blairs so that our friends and family could, be part of that. And we set up a YouTube channel with that same name so that we could do videos for our kids and grandkids to see what we're doing. And then we started seeing that y'all do this. And I don't know, like at this point, I mean, we've been on the road and we've had all these weird things go on. So I think we're kind of like a comedy of errors at this point, and it might be kind of fun to start documenting it. So, yeah, we are thinking about going ahead and maybe trying that out. We'll see what happens with it.
Well, and
Well,
we
I think it
didn't.
would be very entertaining.
Right, because did you start yours right away as soon as you were full time?
No.
No, yeah, we
You
didn't
filmed it
either.
all.
So.
We did film it all, but it took me a while to like get the guts to, I guess, to start putting it out there.
No, yeah, we didn't do ours right away, and I wish we had filmed from the beginning
Really?
when we did
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Well, it's funny
Yeah.
because we did film
We, yeah,
from the beginning,
We just,
posted a few times, and then
and
we're
I was
like, we're done.
this is way too much work.
But we have a lot of content. We have a lot of
Yeah.
content.
This is our favorite segment,
Okay.
the lightning round. You don't know these questions.
Okay.
You're supposed to answer really fast,
One wordish.
one wordish, okay?
Okay.
No thinking, just
Okay.
And you both get to
yes,
answer.
both of you answer.
Okay.
Okay, you want to start?
Yeah.
Okay.
Favorite snack while driving?
We don't.
Okay.
We usually stop at a gas station
And have a
grab-
hot dog.
Have a hot dog. Yeah, so let's say a
That's
hot
way
dog.
more than one
I
word.
thought you were going to be like
One
the
word.
Miles and just have your coffee pot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Favorite state you've been to? Can't say Washington.
State. It's got to be Mesquite, Nevada.
And I'd say Oregon.
Oh, okay.
All
Very
right.
nice. Favorite campground so far?
Where they're at. Rob's at.
Oh, yeah.
Crescent
Crescent
Bar?
Bar.
Yeah, Crescent Bar.
Crescent Bar Thousand Trails?
Yeah, this is a nice campground. I
Yeah.
agree.
The river right there.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's beautiful.
Okay. Best RV purchase under $100.
Under $100.
Under $100. Something you.
A gadget
Purchased for
or
your RV.
something that you thought you had to have. Under $100.
A crock pot.
Mm.
My smaller Keurig.
Okay.
Very cool. Where's all the light? I can't
I don't
see
know.
it.
The light is gone.
Most underrated RV gadget.
Ooh.
Underrated gadget.
Underrated. I don't know.
Underrated, I don't know. My favorite would be the blue tack.
Oh, okay.
That's, we got the, what is it, the Ray?
Oh,
The-
the LED or UV
Yeah.
light one.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that underrated. So that means it's like not given the quality that it should. I don't know.
Like
You
a
can
water
go-
flow meter. Definitely not a big thing at all, but it's way
don't
underrated,
have
but
one.
hugely needed.
Yeah, we don't have the water flow meter. Dwayne runs back and forth.
Well, now you know what to put on
Yeah.
your list.
Yes.
Okay.
Biggest luxury you can't live without.
The garage to carry the side by side.
I kind of saw that one coming.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say for you, you should have been the bathroom. You wouldn't go camping. You have to have your bathroom.
Well, yeah, but for me, it's really the garage because I didn't want to do this without my side by side.
Yeah. So maybe the bathroom's your answer, Dwayne.
Yeah.
I don't care. I can go outside.
All right.
All right.
Love it.
All right. Here's a tough one.
This one's tough.
One word, only one word to describe each other.
Beautiful.
Aw, Dwayne.
Oh,
Just
that's so sweet.
The best.
He just wants some
Aw.
tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
All right.
Biggest campground pet peeve.
We haven't been in that many. We've been stuck.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think when people leave their dogs and they're just barking and barking and barking, it's like, you know if your dog's a barker or not. You know what your dog needs. And so if the dog is just left outside barking and they're inside, that just annoys me.
Yeah.
Mine would be trash. In the military, when you go, you leave it better than what you found it.
Mm-hmm.
You always did a line and you cleaned up the area.
One word.
Trash.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Who does most of the driving?
We know this one.
She does. For the first month, I tore my little tater cup and I couldn't steer.
Mm.
And then backing up, I can run around the vehicle easier to see when to turn or when not to turn and stop.
Makes sense.
Now, this one might be more for you, Dwayne. Are you team gloves or no gloves?
I'm no gloves.
That's what soap and water's for.
That was from Melissa.
I was all about team gloves, but then I see that he puts the gloves on and then he touches too many things. And I'm a nurse. Like, you glove and then you're like this. Like, you
don't touch anything.
Oh my
Don't
gosh.
let Renee see you do that. She'll come for you.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I just watch him and say, don't touch that. Wash your hands.
So I figured no gloves.
No
I'm
gloves,
going to wash my hands.
Yeah.
And I'm team, it's fine because he's the only one touching that thing. Yeah. The stinky slinky is not my job.
All right. One more. Your dream RV caravan. Who you taking with you?
You guys?
Suckers.
You can choose as many as you want. Who else?
Oh my gosh. I mean,
We like
everybody here on this podcast, you guys are so fun and you're like always in our living room with us hanging out. So that's
Okay,
I'd
that's
say-
the only answer you're supposed to get.
All right, move around.
I love
Good
it.
answer,
I
good
love it.
answer.
Great answer.
Just kidding. Just kidding. Dwayne, you can bring somebody else.
I was going to bring Billy and Sean.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. We'll
Yeah.
take Billy and Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're again. We got his phone number. I had questions on the truck, and he called me right back and answered it.
Well, and
So-
then Clay and Maria saw
Oh,
our
yeah,
post
Clay and
about
Maria.
the truck and they reached out. I'm like, wow, like these people that we met like literally at one RV rally have reached out and become friends and we didn't know that was going to happen.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I'd have to say them. And then, Greg and Renee for sure.
All right. We're going to have a party.
Yeah,
It's
it's
gonna
going to
be
be
a
a party.
party.
It's going to be a big caravan.
All right. We got to circle back because I'm a dodo head and forgot the oh boy moment. So, do you have an oh boy moment? And we know you know what an oh boy moment is. So.
Oh, we watch you guys, so we know what an oh boy moment
What's
is.
an oh Blair?
An old Blair moment?
Yeah.
The Blairs oh boy moment.
We were where? Texas? No.
No.
Um,
We were at Thousand Trails Bend Sun River.
Oh,
yeah, and they do not have a sewer hookup at their sites, but they do not tell you that there is not a sewer hookup, but they have a sewer pipe right by the water and electrical. So, guess what I did? I hooked up the sewer. And then, because we were boondocking for about 5 days, so I let it rip, and then she gets the paperwork out and starts screaming, "Stop! Stop! Stop!"
Yeah.
So yeah, that's our oh boy moment.
Well, that then turned into us having to use a bucket because we were able to close the end of the hose, the stinky slinky, and so then I had to get gloves on, and
yeah, that's a glove job for sure.
And it had to be put into a bucket, and then with the bucket in the back of the truck, and drive to the dump station because we weren't going to then re-hook up, and everything was then in the stinky slinky, and so buckets of
matter,
had to be taken. And so then he was appalled when I suggested that we spend $250 on, what do they call those? Those
Turd
poop totes?
Blue
Yeah.
tote.
Turd toter.
Yeah.
Turd
Turd
toter.
toter.
Anyway.
Meals on wheels.
Yeah. So we
Meals
went and
on
bought one of
wheels.
those the very next day. Yeah.
Lesson learned. Now you have one.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it was gross. And we
Oh, my.
literally said, because we watch you guys, I said, well, there's our oh boy.
There you go. I love it.
That's a good
I
one.
absolutely
That's a good
love it.
one.
That might be one of the best
Fantastic.
ones.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, this has been a great, fun episode. Thank you so much for
Thank you. This was fun.
coming on and sharing your stories, and we appreciate it. And
Yeah, thank you guys. It's been awesome meeting you guys for sure.
Well, it was awesome meeting you the other day, and I really can't wait to meet you guys.
Oh, I can't wait to see you guys in Utah.
Yeah.
We go some
Yeah, this has
side
been
by
great.
side. Oh my god,
Yeah.
I'm so psyched right now. You have no
Yeah.
idea.
We're going to make that happen.
Hell yeah.
all right, listeners, thank you for always listening, tuning in on YouTube and watching it there. We appreciate everybody.
I hope this episode inspires somebody that does have a disability to maybe rethink their negativity of not giving it a shot. So
Right.
thank you for
Yeah.
sharing your story
Absolutely.
and what you've been through and how you transitioned into living life on the road with, like I said, when I first met you, I called you Eileen, and we just laughed our
Oh,
asses
yeah.
off about it.
It's a
So,
great name for a one-legged girl, isn't it?
Hell yeah! I leaned against the wall. You absolutely rock. I loved it. I absolutely love it.
I really appreciate that we're able to sit down for this because, I am on my last leg.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, we don't have enough time to keep going, Amy. Come on, let's.
All right, we're gonna close it out with my quote of the episode. All right, guys, here's a quote: "The only trip you regret is the one you don't take."
That's right.
Good job.
And the only step you regret is the
All
step
right.
you don't
Cheers,
take.
everybody.
Cheers, everybody!
Cheers.
Cheers! Cheers!
Hope you guys enjoyed this RV Trash Talk podcast. Please subscribe and join us as we navigate this crazy full-time RV lifestyle.